What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He might want another play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll go with a direct snap. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Moving out of the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Meadows. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the... And just like that, they're out of trouble.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the ground with the back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better start.
Another package. A package.
Give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get...
It's a package.
An opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line that pushed some guy backwards and makes some holes?
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Scanning the field, it's Russell.
Damn.
Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job
Bye,
done.
you.
Move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Get somebody over the top, boy.
To
Goodbye.
the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out fast. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end.
Shit.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense quickly calls time. To stop the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pocket breaking down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Alabama!
Boy,
They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here we go, here we go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee.
You dump it in the trash.
Whatever, man. If I could try to find an opportunity
it's all
to
right.
put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Steps away. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Throwing right. He's got it. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the back.
Put Jordan Pickens in, baby.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
There we go. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And
J-Mo.
finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown time. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy.
A
When
late
you have
hit.
such great field position. Obviously, when the offense
Roughing the
starts in
passer.
such a good spot,
Another
puts the
15
defense
yards.
in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
Well, I have to go to school on Friday. You know why? I'm only going to
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
So you want to go to school because of freaking cupcakes?
Yes.
Big bad.
Stop.
And he'll just
The only
taking it
time
in this
I
drive
like
will start
school
at the
is
25.
like I get to eat in my book bag and just eat. And also go to the restroom. That's why I be going to the restroom so many times because I be taking food and then buy a t-shirt.
Time for this
and
Sooner
go to the
offense to go back to work. Mistakes are going to
I
happen
feel like
as they did on that last
And I
drive.
brought,
Now, how will
like
they
a
respond?
gun.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Yeah, don't worry, I did not
Coming
get
out of the
caught.
tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here's my 2.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going back to looks up. Well,
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
like FTW.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fired complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
10.
And they take it in for 6 more points. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Come on, you got to take off on that end. That's why he getting beat. He just pressing, bro, knowing damn well just
And
take
no
off over
chance at a
there.
return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And
Hey,
he's
what are you
wrapped
doing?
up after a solid return on the pick.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
And they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass
Hey,
wasn't where he wanted
I
to
told her, asked her what she was doing. She said she'd like to see what you were doing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Russell. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker here. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. .25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away. Throwing on the run. And he throws another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, play that for me.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Go.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put in play for
Mark, come here.
on 1st down. The give to the back.
This is an area of the game
I'm trying to get
offense,
this game
you've got
out
to
the
be
way.
able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
And yes, I do.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.